afternoon, children. Welcome back to English class of BRGS. In previous class, we had learned 4 paragraphs of the poem A Fairy Went a Marketing. Today, let's learn the other 4 paragraphs. Are you all ready? Yes. So first, ma'am will sing the poem. Later, ma'am will explain. A fairy went a marketing, she bought a winter gown, all stitched about with gossamer and lined it with thistle down. Okay, now first let us recall the previous class poem. So previously fairy had went to a market and she bought a little fish. Later, she again went to a market and she bought a colored bird. What did she do with the little fish? She kept it in a crystal bowl. And then she was very excited. She watched the silver gleam and then she gently took it up and slipped it in a stream. That is a narrow river. Yes. So again later she went to a market and she bought a colored bird and she sang. The bird sang very softly and very loudly. She heard it for the half a day and then she opened the door of the cage and let it fly away. Now again she went to a market and she bought a winter gown which was stitched about with gossamer. What is gossamer? A very fine or a silk thread. Okay, so it was stitched with a silk thread and lined it with thistle down. What is thistle down here? A soft thing that has seeds of thistle. Okay, it is a plant with thorns. Okay, so again she went to a market and she bought a winter gown. Let's see what she's going to do with the winter gown. She wore it all the afternoon with prancing and delight, then gave it to a little frog to keep him warm at night. So what happened? She wore the gown in all the afternoon. She wore it for the whole afternoon with prancing and delight. What is the meaning of prancing? She was dancing or moving in a happy manner. Okay, she was dancing. She was very happy with her winter gown. Yes. And what do you mean by delight here? Delight means great pleasure. Delight means great pleasure. So she was happy and with great pleasure she wore it in the afternoon. Then she saw a little frog and she gave the winter gown to the little frog to keep him warm at night. To keep him warm at night. Yes. Now let's see the next paragraph. A fairy went a marketing, she bought a gentle mouse to take her tiny messages to keep her tiny house. Okay, again, now fairy went to a market and she bought a gentle mouse. She got a gentle mouse to take her tiny messages. Fairy had to send tiny messages, so she bought a gentle mouse and she kept her in a tiny house. Now let's see what she's going to do with the mouse. All day she kept his busy feet pit-patting to and fro, and then she kissed its silken ears, thanked it and let it go. So what did she do with the mouse now? All day she kept the mouse very busy, pit-patting to and fro. She gave so many messages that the mouse was very busy. And then later she kissed its silken ears. What is the meaning of silken ear? Soft or smooth. She kissed the smooth ears and thanked the little mouse, and she let it go. Yes, the fairy let the mouse go. So this poem was written by Rose Fileman. So now you know the meaning of the rhyme. Now let's read it. Ma'am will read one line. You can repeat after me. Are you ready? Yes, let's start. A fairy went a marketing. She bought a winter gown. All stitched about with gossamer. And lined it with thistle down. She wore it all the afternoon with prancing and delight. Then gave it to a little frog to keep him warm at night. To keep. Next one. A fairy went a marketing. She bought a gentle mouse. To take her tiny messages to keep her tiny house. All day she kept its busy feet, pit-patting to and fro. And then she kissed its silken ears, thanked it and let it go. So the poem was written by Rose Fileman. Who wrote the poem? Rose Fileman. Now, what did you understand from this rhyme? The poet Rose Fileman is talking about a fairy who is very good from her heart. She bought things from market, but later she realized that she should let them free. Isn't it, children? And you also saw her gentle heart by giving the winter gown to a little frog. She was very gentle towards the people she met. She wants everyone to be free and happy. Children, as you know the poem, now try to sing it and record it and send it to me on WhatsApp. Thank you, children.